The haunting of the two-story abandoned house. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the village of Ban Phaeng. Nestled on the outskirts stood an old, two-story abandoned house. Its dilapidated facade and broken windows whispered secrets of a forgotten past, and the villagers often spoke of the eerie lights and ghostly figures that roamed its halls at night. Jira and his friends, Lek and Noi, were the village's resident thrill-seekers. They had explored every nook and cranny of Ban Phaeng, but the haunted house was the one place they had never dared to enter. Tonight, they decided to change that. Armed with flashlights and a camera, the trio approached the house as darkness enveloped the village. The creaking gate welcomed them with an unsettling groan. The front door, barely hanging on its hinges, swung open with a sinister creak, revealing the dark interior. "Are we really doing this?" Noi whispered, her voice trembling. "Come on, it's just an old house," Jira replied, though he felt a shiver run down his spine. They stepped inside, the air thick with dust and the smell of decay. The floorboards creaked under their weight, echoing through the empty halls. Shadows danced on the walls as their flashlights flickered, creating an eerie atmosphere. The first floor was empty, save for broken furniture and shattered glass. They climbed the stairs cautiously, each step producing a loud groan that seemed to awaken the house. At the top of the stairs, they found a long hallway lined with doors. "Let's split up and check the rooms," Lex suggested, trying to sound brave. Jira nodded, taking the first room on the left. It appeared to be a child's bedroom, with faded wallpaper and a small bed covered in dust. He felt a chill as he noticed a set of tiny footprints leading to a closet. Gathering his courage, he opened the door, revealing only old toys and cobwebs. But as he turned to leave, he heard a faint giggle. His heart raced as he spun around, flashlight scanning the room. There was no one there. Meanwhile, Lek entered what seemed to be the master bedroom. The bed was still made, as if the owners had left in a hurry. He noticed a diary on the nightstand and picked it up, flipping through the pages. The last entry spoke of strange occurrences, eerie noises, and sightings of a young girl in the hallways. Lek's hand shook as he read the final line. "We must leave this place, for it is no longer ours." In the room next door, Noi found herself in what appeared to be a study. Books lined the shelves, and a dusty old desk sat in the corner. As she approached the desk, she felt a sudden drop in temperature. Her breath misted in front of her as she opened a drawer and found a collection of old photographs. One of them depicted a family, a man, a woman, and a little girl standing in front of the house. Behind them, a shadowy figure loomed in an upstairs window. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the house, followed by a scream. Noi dropped the photos and rushed into the hallway, meeting Jira and Lek, who had also heard the noise. "It came from downstairs," Jira said, his voice barely a whisper. They hurried down the stairs and followed the sound to the living room. The temperature plummeted, and their breath became visible in the cold air. The room was bathed in an unnatural, pale light, and in the center stood the figure of a little girl, her eyes dark and hollow. "Leave this place," she whispered, her voice echoing around them. Frozen in fear, the friends watched as the ghostly figure slowly faded away, leaving only an icy chill behind. They didn't need any further convincing. They ran from the house, not stopping until they were back in the safety of the village. The villagers watched as the trio stumbled into the town square, breathless and pale. They didn't need to ask what had happened. They all knew the legends. From that night on, Jira, Lek, and Noi never spoke of the haunted house again. They had learned their lesson, and the abandoned two-story house remained undisturbed, its secrets and spirits left to dwell in the darkness, haunting only those brave or foolish enough to enter.